Alright, y'all, welcome to Ellis Mowers. Back here in the backyard. Haven't really been able to do anything with these riding mowers yet this past week. Have made some progress though. I've done a ton of work on the house. If you have seen a couple of my previous Instagram posts, got my second bathroom knocked out pretty good. Starting from scratch, tearing the plaster, the everything out of it. So that's kind of what I've been up to this past weekend. However, I was able to sell two riding mowers. Doing this real-time update for y'all here on a Monday. Sold the Murray with the Vanguard engine that I got from a family member, and I also sold the Craftsman 38-inch cut that I traded a John Deere JS63 push mower for. Both of them very minor fixes. Both of them you'll see coming up on the channel here in a couple months. And so now I'm turning my attention to some more riding mowers now that I've got the bathroom demoed and all that good stuff. Y'all also saw that I got a few items. Just getting something pulled up to share a little bit later here. A few items the other night. I paid $195 for the lot. The guy lived, no joke, 0.4 miles from my house. He does landscaping, and I guess he just gets people's old lawn equipment that they're not going to use anymore. This is one of them. This is a Craftsman 42-inch cut, 6-speed, 15 horsepower Kohler. Made sometime in the late 90s, most likely. That hood's pretty beat up, but that's just the way that it is. Not terribly worried about it. Apart from that, it's in very good shape. Otherwise, got a flat tire here. I presume it's made in the late 90s. Yep, 9/16/96 according to that. Battery's pretty old. I'll see if I can charge it. If not, I'll put another battery in it. Probably just needs a battery and a carb clean, and it needs a deck belt. The deck belt is way too big on this thing. Way too big. So I think I got a deck belt around here. I can just swap that out really quickly. Do a carb clean if it needs it. The thing might crank up and run. I have not even looked at it. Oh, I really don't like the way that hood is. But really have not looked at it. Might still have gas in it for all I know. It's actually still got some decent gas in it from what I can smell. Honestly, the thing might just crank up and run. I don't know. But it does tell me one thing. It tells me that the needle and seat's not leaking on this motor, which is pretty common for a lawnmower like this Kohler. Where's the oil? There's the oil. Golly, that hood's in such bad shape. I don't want to let it rest like that. Let me check the oil. Like I said, I have not really even looked at this thing. Yeah, oil looks a little on the full side, but apart from that, looks alright. So, I'll show you the other acquisitions from that here coming up. Might have to do something about that hood. I don't know what I will do. As long as it stays on the mower, that's all I really care about. Nothing really going on back here. I got a bunch of decks and whatnot. So that Toro deck, I took a Tecumseh engine off. I was going to put it on a Craftsman that had another Tecumseh engine that was run forever without an air filter, so I think it has lost compression. But I thought it had good self-propel, which it did, until I broke the self-propel belt. And so I just turned it into a regular push mower, sold it for $60 to my co-worker, which it wasn't the best trade in the world. I still made a couple bucks off of it. got a couple other junk mowers here that hopefully I'll saving the deck off of that one, saving the engine off of that one. I'm hoping that I can swap those two, because this whole deck situation on this one is just horrible. And then the deck's rusted out on that one. I just had a lot of projects going on, have not been able to get to those yet, but we're plugging away. And I have, before I go into the garage, I have a subscriber, or at least on my Instagram, by the name of GL Lorenzo 24, that reached out to me about looking for an opposed twin riding mower. Well, if you're watching G Lorenzo 24, this, if it doesn't look much right now, is the mower that I'm going to be working on for you. Says he lives in the area, wants an opposed twin Briggs. Doesn't look much right now. It'll look much more the part hopefully by the end of this week. So I've got front tires for it and all that good stuff. I got 1 or 2 more in line before I hit this one up though. Don't think it'll take too terribly long to fix. I'm pretty sure it's a fuel pump, a coil, put the 2 front tires on it, put the mower deck back on it, and it should be in good shape. Really want to tackle this Murray 12 horsepower 38 inch as well. I think all these will be good projects. I just got to get to them, honestly. Last week was my week on at work due to the whole deal going on in the world. Now that I'm off of work this week and that the bathroom is in a good situation, I ain't got to worry about anything else really except working on some mowers this week. I don't have quite as many push mowers to turn around. I'm waiting on some parts, so hopefully I'll be able to knock out some of these push mowers. Well, this is another one that I got in that lot that the guy lived just up the road. Paid $195 for all of it. Got this push mower, a Troy built weed eater, which I already sold. I only let it go for 25 bucks because the head, there was something wrong with the head on it, but it ran great otherwise. I just didn't care to, the guy was here. He bought the Murray riding mower from me. He's like, "You got any weed eaters?" I said, "Here's what I got." And so he had that, or we got that situated. Craftsman push mower, and this weed eater came with it as well. This Scott's mower is done. Not done in a bad way. I mean done, like ready to sell done. It needed a carb clean and just a general cleaning, as well as a self-propel lever here that it was broken. So I fixed both of those things this afternoon. I actually have a buyer on the way to come look at it tonight. Thing's running great. Got the old reliable Quantum Briggs engine on it, and so we got all that going for us. I don't know how many of y'all who are watching might be a member of the Small Engine Repair Facebook group. Have got a couple of fans off of that. One of them by the name of Ken Franklin. Ken Franklin, thank you very much for watching, as always, and hope that you, and best of luck to you on your starting your journey flipping lawn equipment. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun to do. Can't get out here enough, to be honest with you. So now we're in the garage. The garage is looking better. I'll show you some of the push mowers I still got to do, which really hasn't changed from the past week. I just got the Craftsman out of here. So I'm waiting on the 7 horsepower snapper. It's missing some parts. I got to order some parts for it before I get it back up and going. Got a carburetor coming from the yard man. I'm going to disable the self-propel, turn it into a regular push mower, and just get rid of it for about $60-ish. Might could pull 70 out of it if I'm good. My dad gave me this pressure washer. His cousin had it, pumps out on it, motor's good, carburetor's leaking at the needle and seat. I don't understand. It seems like the overhead valve quantums are just terrible for leaking at the needle and seat. I And I've also got this 4 horsepower classic style Briggs power washer. I'll see if it's good. If it's good, then, you know, it's like a $60 to $70 pressure washer, I guess. We'll see. If both of them aren't good, I got mower decks. I'll just throw the engine on a mower deck, put a blade adapter and a blade on them, sell them as push mowers. So we'll see. We'll get to the Murray in just a second. The Lowe's is sitting back here. It looks like a recluse, but it's not, I promise you. Got some some drive belts laying here. We're going to replace the drive belts on it, and hopefully that will get it to where the whole variable speed, shift on the go, everything works like it's supposed to again. The drive belts weren't that much. I think they were in the neighborhood of $20 to $25. And then I've got the carburetor on order for it. It should be either in my mailbox right now or it should be coming tomorrow. One of the two. Don't know yet. But as soon as those parts come in, I'm going to hop on this, fix it. It should only take me a couple hours to get everything done. Wash it up. I have a bagger for it too. I have a bagger for it that was given to me. I'll pop a bagger on it. Probably list it for $400. I think it'll sell. Everything I have been fixing has been selling like hotcakes. I just feel like I can't keep up. I know a lot of y'all are the same way right now. A lot of projects that I need to do. Plenty of time to do them, just doing other stuff, you know. But I'll probably pull the Lowe's out. I got to put a tire tube in it as well. But the Murray here is probably going to be next if I don't pull that gray Craftsman in for my Instagram guy. And go ahead and get that going. I'm just trying to figure out what the easiest fixes are and try and get them fixed, get them out so that they're out of my garage and out of my sight, because I need to get some mowers going. Murray, what I can tell so far is I think it has a carb leak. Don't quote me on it. Because I think it's leak gas into the motor, and the tank is empty. It's got a valve cover gasket leak. I actually got a little hole in the muffler right there. The muffler's rusted at that point right there. So I'm just thinking I can just, if the muffler will allow me, I'm just going to pipe it and it's just going to run straight out down there. I don't think it'll hurt anything. Just haven't gotten to the stage of throwing a battery in it to see if it'll run at this point. Honestly, got to put a tire tube in the front of it as well. Those are no big deal stuff. And truthfully, I might try and get buy 4 or 5 of them $15 carburetors and just see what I can do with them. Because, like I said, I just need to get some stuff in, out, and gone at this point. Seems like the little cheap carburetors are holding up decently well so far. We'll see how it happens on the Lowe's. But this is going to be kind of a shorter update. Just wanted to check in with y'all on a Monday. Hope everybody's doing well despite all the circumstances going on in the world. Only got one battery left. Gotta go to Walmart and get some more batteries at some point. Hate going to Walmart during this time just because of everything, but once I run out of batteries, I'll have to go and get some more. AutoZone sells, I don't really like getting the 150, 160 cold cranking amp batteries because I got some twin cylinder motors and stuff that really is not enough juice to crank them. The 230s are plenty for everything that I need, and Walmart sells them for the cheapest price. AutoZone has 190 cc or cold cranking amp batteries for $30, so that's always a viable alternative if I need one and I don't want to go to Walmart, or if Walmart doesn't have them for that matter. Trying to clean up the shop a little bit. Like I said, I've been in the house a lot working this past weekend, so working on that. But I'll catch y'all On my next update coming up, if y'all don't see me later on in the week, y'all see me sometime early next week. I'm going to start plugging away at all this. But I appreciate all of y'all watching as well. It's been crazy how much the growth of the channel, or how much growth the channel has had here, especially over the past 3 weeks to a month. And how many fans have come out of the woodwork saying that they enjoy it. So I just like giving y'all an update. And I hope that y'all enjoyed this as well. And we'll get back to wrenching. I got a riding mower for y'all starting on Wednesday. I hope you're going to like it. It's a Craftsman V-Twin that's not shifting. Transaxle works. The transaxle is almost brand new, but it's not shifting. And we'll figure out why on Wednesday night. I think it's either a 2-part or a 3-part series for that one. Turns out to be a really nice lawnmower in the end. And spoiler alert, we do get it fixed. So it's actually living just around the corner now, so it doesn't really live far away. But thank y'all for watching. Again, we'll probably hit 1,400 subscribers this time next week. Thank you for each and every subscription that y'all give me. If y'all want to catch me what I'm doing real time, Ellis Mowers 09, Instagram and Facebook. I'll see y'all on Wednesday with the Craftsman V-Twin.